Was I had to
Lord
laugh.
have mercy.
Vazente Dave, good morning. Darnell Dumas, good morning. Meat Freaks, good morning. Wanda Smith, good morning. Asaya Quill, aka Mama Quill. Avis Hopkins, good morning. The new VIP Flint Room, Flint Caskets, good morning. Love Mama, good morning. Can y'all hear me? No, I had us muted for a second. Andre Holland, good morning. Nah, we was here early, man. We was up here talking, and as you can see, Winters, that Taco Bell is affecting her right now. KZ 114, good morning. Debbie Clark, good morning. Tasha Bella Michelle, good morning. Sandra Nichols Martin, good morning. Eddie Gray, good morning. Now we here. Y'all know who we got in the building, the maestro himself, the living legend. Maurice D. Davis is in the building. Bob Harrington, what it good morning. Yeah, I had us muted for a minute, man, but my bad. Carolyn Hendricks, good morning. Let me get the share game on. Y'all smash that like button as you coming in. Hit that like button because today is gonna be one of them shows. If you want to get on the airplanes, we're gonna run into a lot of turbulence. Very, very. We hitting turbulence probably right off the dribble. Michael B, and that's AKA Michael Bear. What is it? Michael B. We're gonna leave it at that. I done murdered enough names. Y'all know I'm still struggling speaking the English language, even though I was born here. I'm an FBA. Let me get my share game out the way. Let me get this. Let me get it to the people who need to see this. These one of them informational shows. I don't know who want the information, but we're gonna give it to you. See, I got to let me send it to a couple of these people I know. Let me send it to a couple of people I know. Yeah, everybody not liking us right now. This big podcast called 810 is something different. Chris Caleb, what it do? I don't eat Taco Bell. That's Winters. We should be having some what they call it, some endorsements, some sponsorships, some advertisings from them. Mother, she been over there. I told her, sometimes y'all leave that cross the border food alone. But good morning, though, family. Good morning. Good morning. She gonna be in and out. But me and Maurice Davis finna take this. We finna take the city by storm today. Marcus Fielder, good brother. Thanks for tapping in. No name, I see you. Kawana Mack in the building. Tasha Lynn. Brianna Bustis Benz and Shocks, good morning. Marshall Green, good morning. Okay. My fellow Valley girl. T, what it do? Good morning. Raphael Bird. Grand Rising to your little mama. The beautiful Deborah Luna then tapped in. I ain't going. Keep supporting from Philly. Keep supporting. Because we here. And Marcia A. Tarbert, good morning coming in. That's that California love we steady getting. Good morning. We getting that Florida love coming in. Tony Terry coming in from Miami-Dade County to 305. And we got Mr. Classic in the building. Let me get the sharing this. Let me finish hitting this up. Theologist, that's that Taco Bell. The beautiful Sherry Allen in the building. Listen, leave it alone. Leave that mess out there. And here we are, family.
And here we is.
And here we is. We in the building. And y'all see who we got in the building with us.
Every Thursday, they should already
We
know.
got the
It's
beautiful
the Woke
Michelle
Club.
Young then tapped in. I'm still waiting on all my other ones. Waiting on all the other ones to come on in.
We're going to give y'all a little bit more time than City Council gave everybody to get there yesterday.
Will in the building. What's up, Will Les? They study everybody hollering saying the king, he here. I'm still in the wilderness. They in the studio. I'm in the wilderness because I'm by myself.
What's that Deborah Luna got?
Well, Raphael Bird, You can easily go right on there to the YouTube channel. City Council was every bit of 9 minutes.
9 minutes long.
You can go ahead and brush your teeth and still be ready.
Did you
Miss
see
D.
what Deborah Luna had?
What she had?
She had the subscriber of the month or
Oh, she did?
anniversary for a member for 1 month. 810 super supporter.
Oh, facts. The beautiful Deborah Luna. Terry Nixon, good morning. Cameron Hardy, good morning. As Miss D said, smash that like button when you coming through the door.
Deborah Luna was putting on her shoes to come to council meeting
And
yesterday.
it was over.
And she tied them up and the meeting was over.
Arthur Logan, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for tapping in. That's what it is. It's called Tap In Thursday because you know who finna give you the truth. Y'all might don't like it because the man been telling y'all this years ago.
Years.
Aubrey Collins, good morning. And this is why this is called Informational Thursdays because he gonna give it to you.
Right. I be putting up some of his old podcasts. Same thing. Saying the same thing.
Yeah.
That you was telling us that was gonna happen.
I don't change.
It happened. The same thing.
I could cry.
But they didn't believe you though, because you know why? Because you had to go deal with Trump.
Right. They wanted him.
Who was
to
the
down
president
that
at the time?
Trump. But
Boy,
they wanted him to go talk to Jimmy Carter.
Right.
That makes a whole lot of sense, don't it?
I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing, but it is what it is. And who you got to deal with right now?
Trump.
It's back to Trump. And I voted for Kamala.
And Flint's still on the world stage, by the way.
Oh, we are?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, I'm gonna leave that land right there
Oh.
on the world stage right now.
A corruption?
And all I want to say is to
Yes.
You
Damage that's been done to poor folks.
It's about time.
It ain't gonna be nice for some folks, short.
It ain't gonna be nice. And that's a fact. FACK.
Folks can't even afford hog head cheese out here nowadays. Mickey, you eat hog head cheese?
Nope.
Me either. I ain't never ate.
That's why it was a good thing to learn how to fast. Y'all, you laughing, but it's gonna come times like that.
But you're
Lorraine
true.
Thompson,
You know,
thanks for
that's
tapping
true.
in. You gonna have to learn.
That's true.
You know, like what my mother them used to say, fatten the frog for the snake. It's tight. You know, it's tight. It's tight around here. It's tight. I've been seeing some crazy things going on right now. This world we living in is crazy. But you ready to go through council?
Well, we got some house cleaning that we got to take care of.
Miss
first
Karaja
before we
Smith,
do all
good
of
morning.
that.
Oh, you know what you got to do? Hold on, let me set it up for the weather.
Wait a minute, I ain't done yet. Hold on, I'm
Okay, go
still
ahead.
trying to share. Give me. Wait a minute, I gotta make
Okay,
sure.
okay. Oh, well, I'm gonna give y'all some entertainment news. This is what I want to tell the young fellas. Stuff happens. Do not use social media or go on these podcasts and brag about what you used to do or talk about things you have did.
That's
Leave it alone. Right now, they got Big U in a RICO case. They got the Rolling 60 Crips. His little section is in some dangerous. They done took off Brick Baby and Loose Cannon off of No Jumper.
A Rico case.
Yeah, they tied up in a RICO case.
That ain't Rico that we went to school with either.
Racketeering.
Oh Lord.
And they was talking about how they shut down his because he was getting nonprofit money. It just show you how hard they go at the block. I ain't saying he not guilty. I ain't saying he guilty, but I'm just saying the way they use the media to tear you down is unbelievable. But that's why I like I said, I'm gonna still say this. I don't understand how we want to become millionaires and still want to act like hoodlums. You know, it's sad, but you can't bring that street stuff into corporate America, even though corporate America is where the real gangsters at. You know, these little cowboys and Indians that we doing and how we projecting hurt and pain on the community is unbelievable.
All right.
We doing more tearing down than building up. Jeff Johnson, dude, Woody Wood in the building. Lorna, good morning.
Smash
I see Unc
that.
Kyle Lewis and tapped in.
Smash that like button on y'all way
Yeah,
in the house.
listen, yeah, them Vlad and I've seen so many rappers get locked up. You got to think about AR App when he was over there on Vlad. I'm just talking about, man, I ain't seen so many people come up off of the delusion that we doing. Like, if not they understand. I think cameras was the worst thing. When they put them cameras in front of these people, they wanted to show.
Lord, somebody didn't call me Sugar Ray Hall.
Sugar Ray Hall in the building. Sugar. So, dude, them boys was out here talking about real cases, stuff about extorting rappers and all that, like the police. Listen, in the indictment they brought up, I like how Wack was trying to, yeah, they got up from Clubhouse. No, it said no jumper. It said podcast. I was like, oh, snap. Like, so for future references to people, whatever you did, leave it in back in the day.
Anybody
Do
gotta
not
know
get
about
on
it.
here and let everybody know you was running the block. If anything, you better play like you was a square.
Man, they said they got people just watching Facebook.
They didn't. But clout is a hell of a drug.
You said clout?
Yeah, clout is a
Say
hell
it
of a
one more
drug.
time for 'em.
Clout is worse than crack.
And clout
Just
chasing.
if it's not more addictive than crack.
Everybody want to be somebody.
Yeah.
All right, Mickey. Go on and set me up
Let me go get rid of this music.
for the weather. Lord have mercy.
There you go.
You could have played nature. We got.
Well, we gotta.
Bang
Michael
right here.
Cooley in the building. We gotta add it
Play a
to
little
it.
something
The
else.
662. That's from Greenwood, Mississippi. For my people who don't know.
Well, like I told y'all yesterday, it was hot, but now it's cold. Right now it's 41 degrees, and it feels like it's 32 degrees. It's a little chilly out there. 32 is freezing weather. Now we just got a high today. I'm telling you, just a high of 39. Going all the way down to 25 tonight. It's going to rain, and snow is supposed to start at 9:30 this morning. Mick, tell them what it really means.
We in trouble. we went right from we went right from it was sunny to you back in flu weather.
And the first day of spring is tomorrow.
Right, and you in flu weather, so you got tricked.
You got tricked. Now,
You got tricked for 2 days. You had the 69, you had 71. But what we do know, okay, I see KC done tapped in, unapologetic. IB Keys in the building. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. I'm just saying right now, this weather's tricky.
Shouts out to ATN News
Tricky.
Media Group and the greatest producer in the world. We call him Spacely Sprockets, but around here today, we're just going to call him
The listener.
the listener Mick.
Listener
We learning
Mick.
today, y'all. Shouts out to the king,
Thank you.
Councilman Maurice Davis. I'm just going to call him Councilman. He always going to be my councilman. Councilman Maurice Davis of the 2nd Ward. How you doing this morning?
Doing fine, Winters.
That's good. That's good. You got something for us?
Lanita
before we
Murray,
get
good
started?
morning.
Oh, y'all gonna do your
Okay, well, let's go.
council business?
Yes, we're going to
Oh,
go
we can do
ahead
that
and
quick.
do the council
Yeah,
review.
that's
I
quick.
got my notes from
You got 'em.
yesterday. I got my notes. Everybody else.
It was
How
a
many people
long
we got?
day.
Okay, they're still coming in the room. So my council notes from yesterday. Council was Wednesday, March 19th at 5 o'clock. It was over at 5:09. That's it. Back to you, Mick.
Yes, it was a quick one. I never seen nothing this quick. They been rolling right through it. Let me see who came.
Nobody was
First
there.
ward
Yep.
wasn't there.
Absent.
Second ward was
Present.
there. Third ward still vacant. Fourth ward was there.
Present.
Fifth ward was not there.
Absent.
Sixth ward.
Absent.
Seventh ward was there.
Present.
Eighth ward.
Present.
Ninth ward.
Absent.
And then what happened? We had
Davina, absent.
Yep, Davina was absent. When the lawyer absent.
Absent. CFO, absent.
Absent. Only
Ed
one-
Taylor, absent.
Clyde, the only one showed up, and police.
Clyde and police. I think Clyde just came up there, turned lights on.
Right. And then who else? That was it. And then they did roll call.
But
And
then
then-
they told Judy came back to the microphone and said, we knew that we didn't have a quorum. Well, how come they didn't send out no cancellation notice? Ain't that kind of simple?
Wow.
Just send out a cancellation email and put something on the door saying the meeting has been canceled.
Wow.
People come out there sitting down waiting. Folks I actually knew took time off yesterday to come down there and speak. Cancer is coming back like never went away,
Ooh,
but it's flying through this city rapidly.
aggressively.
Then we have people that want to know. I mean, these are true stories. I'm not gonna get on here and lie about nothing for no views. People calling asking, what are they doing with that opioid money that they got? People got children out here that's strung out on this meth, heroin, and they call to try to get the city, the ambulance to come pick them up, take them to the hospital. 911 told them yesterday, we have no available units ready. Now, what if somebody was having a heart attack? We have no available units. We have no ambulances that can get to you in the area.
Well, things is prioritized now. Downtown is not so. If you rob a bank, they're going all agencies, all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Before you leave that parking lot. So they prioritize.
And how hurt that mother was when she came down to City Hall and after they told her they didn't have no police or nothing to and she said, and that's one just sitting right over there listening to his music.
Downtown got special detail. Arrowhead,
It's
Mm.
sad.
sheriff department,
Terrible.
everybody. U of M, everybody, all hands on deck downtown.
Yeah.
But not here.
Nope.
Not the north.
Nope. Operation Arrowhead, it stopped.
That's correct. That's correct.
The rest of us is on our own.
That's correct. we in a little trouble.
Huh.
It's terrible.
What's up, T from the D? What's
She
up,
didn't-
JC?
didn't-
Johnny Cochran Jr.
He done tapped in. Lasagna
Hey,
Larry
yeah.
done tapped in. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. My op done tapped in.
No name.
My op
and no
Allen.
game.
What's up, Allen? Done tapped in.
I have to watch
Sweet
out on my phone.
cupcake on break. Then tapped in. Good morning. But they coming to see the King. No games.
Ain't
Good
nobody come
morning.
to see you, Otis.
But Otis gonna keep the band together.
That's all right.
That's
We-
what
we-
Otis
we
do.
need
He
you,
keep the
Otis.
band
We need
together.
you.
And do Miss Spring. Good morning to you. I still got beef with the usher.
Lorna said, did you really think that they was giving that out? Well, I mean, it just seemed like if the government sent $8.1 million to Flint for opioid, he wanted to use it for the service center over there on Cloud Road. Then he wanted to use it for something else, then something else, then something else. We really don't know. Flint broke. But we really don't know how much money we got because they asked Judy, and Judy said she ain't updated the spreadsheet since September. Why the hell are you asking Judy?
Correct.
Where's your damn CFO at?
Correct.
And how come council won't ask how many CFOs do we have?
They do ask
Well, who they ask?
each other. Renee Jackson.
Okay.
Good
And I'll go
morning.
with that one because you're right.
Nicholas
You
J.
sure did
Gaddis.
right.
Elder Nicholas J. Gaddis. Good
Hey,
morning.
Elder Gaddis. Okay,
Yes,
let me
ma'am.
tell you something.
Yes, ma'am.
And let me ask you something. We're in trouble around this city.
Yeah.
I said yesterday when I was sitting here, I said, we clapping our own demise.
You're voting your own demise.
We are.
Yeah.
We electing people to speak for us, and they speaking for the best interests of themselves.
That's all. It always have been that way. And that's why people hate Trump like they would hate me because I don't I don't dance by nobody's music but my God.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
God give you assignments. It's etched inside of your spirit, man, of what he wants you to do. And once you find that, you found your purpose.
Right.
My purpose is poor folks.
Yeah.
Period. Period.
I got to council yesterday. This lady, I never seen her before in my life.
Mhm.
She walked up to me and she said, I just want to thank you. She said, I know you don't know me. And she said, you don't know a lot of people out here. She said, but there's a lot of people watching you, Winters.
It's a lot of people watching you.
And she said,
Thank you,
both of
Maurice.
y'all over-
Thank you.
I
Thank you,
asked
thank you.
as I finished.
Thank you,
She
Maurice.
said,
Keisha
both of
Denise,
y'all
good
over
morning.
there at 810, she said, y'all speaking for people that really don't have a voice.
And they're going to have a life shortly. Because we moved into the age of wickedness.
Mm.
Tribulation shall come, instant came. And poor folks see the end of the world is for whoever day you die. It's over.
Right.
That's your end.
That's the end.
So people dying each and every day. So you have to make your choices. But here go a problem. The devil is a master deceiver. That's the key. He's a master deceiver. And here go what's scary. Most people under the sound of this microphone will say they Christian.
Mm.
Christian is the one who crucified Christ.
Sure did.
Because he didn't come the way they thought he did.
Hey, what they say? We all know the story. The week before, they laid palms at his feet,
That's correct.
and a week later, they
You
hung
there.
him on the cross.
We there.
Yeah.
And I would like to say this, get permission if I will.
Go ahead. Get
Permission? What you want permission for?
And a prereq to the audience, your audience.
Mm.
I'm going to say something a little different. What's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over and
And
expecting
expecting
something.
different results.
Yeah, that's the definition of insanity.
Now, if you could apply that in Flint, Michigan, every election, we're
Doing
doing the
the
same
same
thing
thing.
over and over and then thinking you're going to get different results. But when you look at the results, that tell you the choices you made. The Bible says, "What the way seemeth right to man, the end thereof is destruction." We dying. We drinking and eating food that's poison. All these biochemicals in it and all this other modified stuff, GMO modified. On every end, we catch it. And it's our fault. Because God, He wants you to have life. But when He sends people,
Yeah.
we reject it. Because why? You get manipulated by the evil one, the master deceiver, Satan. If I'm either 100% right or I'm 1,000,000% wrong. And I would employ anybody before you open your mouth against somebody. You never know who God sent for your blessing.
That's
Because
true.
angels still walking this earth right now. Is this world would end. So God. I bless you with knowledge. And I like to say this, Winters. I went by that Burston Mays Center opening
Okay.
up at Hasselbring. And I was given a tour, and I'm going to tell you the tour in 1 second.
Okay.
And it's beautiful from the front door to the back door. Gorgeous. Immaculate. Money. It smells so good in there. City of Flint they went over the top. When I say gorgeous, you'd be hard pressed to find a flaw in that building. It's just gorgeous.
I want a theater room
Now,
like
who
that.
gave me the tour was the mayor,
Oh Lord.
Mayor Neely. Mayor Neely gave me the tour. Now, I want to, before I say another word about the mayor, I need you and your audience to allow me to just read it openly because the mayor stated to me when he came to me, the mayor came to me. He said, "Well, you always beat me up on these podcasts, but we get along when I see you face to face, Mayor. I like you as a person. Cynthia ain't never heard. I don't make enemies, but people are hurting and dying, man, and I'm frustrated."
Right, and we thank you for watching Mary Neely today as well.
Hit that like button.
Yeah, I know he watching. I know he watching.
He waiting on this podcast because he said, "I know you're gonna beat me up," so he the one gave me this pad. He said he gave it to me to get a Beverly. But I want to bag up and put this out here first. I'd like to say thank you, Mayor Neely, for allowing me to get a truthful understanding about the state of the city of Flint and the moving forward thereof. Now, this is going to Mayor Neely. This ain't secondhand. This ain't from Tommy. This ain't from nobody. He had a security. He never told them to move forward, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. And then I went on to say, with no pushback. Mayor Neely did not give me no pushback. What do I mean? We was like somebody was finna brawl in the back of a bar. That's how it got. It didn't go good.
Okay.
And that's why I want to read this. No intention of intervention of your security. He didn't call them on. He stood right there. And the rest of his staff, Ed Taylor and Liddell Lewis, they walked. She smiled, smirked, and walked on out. Because it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all. It was just me and you. Me and him, close as me and you are. And I mean, we was going toe to toe. He turned blood red. I don't play. I don't come on here to play. I say, Mayor, it's not like that. He said, well, why you claim you're going to run for mayor against me? I said, Mayor, people dying and they losing everything. People foreclosing out of here. And thank you, Mayor Neely. And that's when we went in. Because he kept jugging me with the sticks, asking me, why you keep jugging me on these podcasts? I have receipts. Look how beautiful this building is. Now, it reminded me that time Schultz came over to my place and said, Davis, over on Dayton, that building of mine is raggedy because it's a historic district. I'm the only one to come to find out. It's the only one still out of everybody on the north side, still historically, locally protected. He said, look, I'll give you $250,000. No, I'm going to use $250,000 just to have the architects to look at your building.
What?
And then $250,000, $250,000. And if you sign it over to me with a lifetime lease, I'm going to give you in Beverly a lifetime lease. Going to turn that corner Union Hall I got to a club, just like Capitol Theater, just fill shows. Uptown Investment. Uptown. And I said, wow. So we met him downtown at Bremen Cafe, me and Beverly. And after I met him, he went on to say, well, I have that stuff. He said, only thing I want you to do is sign this lease, y'all get a lifetime, and they need to get to the school. Just like you see the Grand or University. That's what Civic Park is. But I'm the holdup. So when he told me how beautiful it's going to be, they were still dumping. This pre-Liddell Lewis. I'm the president of the whole historic Civic Park.
Right.
Now watch this. He said, I said, wait, if that's the case, how y'all going to build all this with all this dumping and all these people? They need help over here.
Right.
People got tarps on their house.
Yeah.
People, they living like third world nation over here on Dayton. He looked at me and said, hell, we could let shit down in an hour. It'd be cleaned up in an hour. Now, when he said that, me being Maurice, I understood the language, what he was telling me. In other words,
We can get them out of here.
we're going to take their ass right out of here.
Get them out of here. Yeah.
And guess what? Till this day, ride by there, you see bricks falling off my building. Because if you touch a historic building, it puts you in a bad spot. Because the one, that sign I got is the same sign from the Burston.
Yep.
It's a $20 million development over there. It's money. It's brownfield.
I was just
And that's a
saying.
whole nother conversation. Just like they did Burston, that's why you see U of M signs in front of the building where the stage is. Now, I'm going to lay that right there. I had the same flashback when the mayor, in the middle of arguing, I don't mean having a conversation, we argued. I'm going to tell you why in a second. We argued inside of Burston, I mean full at the top of my lungs, here at the top of his lungs. We went in. The mayor, he could have used his power and said, get him out of here. I walked away from him. I said, fuck it, I can't do this. Because I tried, because I'm frustrated. This beautiful facility, Hasselberg, and I'm looking at, when I rode down Home Street, when I rode down DuPont, ain't nothing but tops and just blight and abandonment.
Yep.
And that proved to me,
Yep.
you understand your assignment to let these people die off.
Yep.
Because the shrinkage, people better understand this ain't a laughing matter, Lord knows it's not. They used to tear down, in tax time, people would get these old houses and flip them and rent them and whatever. But now, they turned the ordinance, you can't rent or nothing, you gotta have license to do all that. And it's got to be inspected. But now we're in a place to where they letting you die.
Die.
Over there, you cannot do nothing but drink whatever there, and anybody from downtown, any detective, you're free to keep Maurice Davis. This is Maurice Davis co-signing, and ask the mayor if I'm ad-libbing. Ain't many people could say this because he's a sitting mayor. And I don't care, I only have one God.
Right.
And people don't know Maurice is really Maurice.
Right.
He came to me, and he was adamant about the discussion I was had. And he said he got receipts. You understand your assignment. And I told him, man, this is the master plan. Don't you dare try to downplay me. And I told him to his face, you acting like I'm a little PM, man. I come from downtown. You can't tell me this ain't the master plan. You know this is zone off for green space, except where the Hasselbrink set, the Mays Center sit, and Chris Martin facility is still residential. It ain't slated
I
for
knew
demo.
it. I knew it.
It's not slated for demo. People, please understand. This is a time you ain't never seen before in your life. Every question I ask him pertaining to poor folks, the evictions, the coming, not just the demos is land bank, because you're gonna tell me about all the new jobs. Look at all the new jobs. I got 300 new jobs coming from manufacturing. I say, man, that's advanced manufacturing. The water pours and all these kids, they can't come up to a third grade level. And how many kids he gonna hire, new hires? It ain't for them, man. People now is in a place where if you don't change that leadership, I believe every grown person walking around here with knowledge of it gonna see they place in hell. Because I'm responsible for according to the knowledge I have. That's why I can look Chris Martin in his face, man. You need to never call yourself a bishop or a pastor.
You ain't lying.
They're gonna stand up in there after they done evicted and divided. Gardell, I'm still mad with him. That's why I went up there. And when I say we cussed each other out back and forth, 'cause I didn't bend, he didn't bend. So I left with the message, okay, I see what you telling me now. I marinate on it. It ain't personal. It's certain things you have to do. And for him, he said, well, how much you think a mayor make? I say, you, 125 to 140,000 a year. You think I don't know?
Right.
And I done your budget?
Right.
And when we Mays and all us did the budget for down there, you ain't talking to peon. You got people down there now that don't know they nothing from nothing. It ain't about being friends. It's about understanding people dying. These kids shooting, I hear y'all talking about how they shoot. But what age was them kids when the water crisis happened? I guarantee you, they was 10 or 11 years old most of them.
I was just about to say 10 or 11
They
years
was under
old.
that water. And what help they got? Nothing but penitentiary when they don't know no better. Their mind been in a dysfunctional state.
Right. Instead of building them a new school, they built a new juvenile
home,
facility.
penitentiary style.
Yeah.
So Flint is in the world of trouble. This is a poster child for the whole country. But God anoints you to do what you do. I know I'm anointed to do what I do because everything around me gone. But you got these deceivers because God uses whoever he want to. If your God ain't that big, type it in the thing. You gonna tell me God can't use Trump? Is you crazy? And majority of all America voted for him, especially the black folks. But Facebook won't allow them to come over. Just go to TikTok. Type in. It's all black folks. That's why I shared. So when they try to bring that garbage up, it ain't gonna work. Because we know if we get out of this mess, it's gonna take somebody with sense to do it. And it can't be the same old. Fix the damn road. Ain't a road. We got more potholes now than we had in the beginning.
You ain't lying.
Neatly understand the assignment. It's a democratic regime that they plan and plot your demise. Only one gonna benefit is the ones that's sitting there with these nonprofits. And the residents,
Yep.
I asked them about home repair. Oh, well, we got the place up there at the seminar. I said, man, ain't nobody gonna qualify. Ain't nobody gonna qualify for that. You know stipulations.
Yep.
Ain't nobody gonna qualify. We got all of these houses. You know doggone well. And I don't need to get, what's the name from Community First to come here, him in Essence,
Glenn
to tell
Essence,
people that nobody gonna qualify. And first of all is this.
I can tell you nobody's gonna qualify. I'm a witness.
We're in a place, Winters. They got to go because it's only money. Man, it's not personal. It's the money. I'm not doing a beat down cussing you like we was cussing. No, I wouldn't do that on a public space. You didn't do me, and you allowed me and you to go in with no pushback, no security get them out. No, I talked to Arsene. I'm talking to that brick wall. I say, have a great day. I'm gone. And then he said, Maurice, you can't take this and get us to Beverly. You know, because with your matching or whatever you call that coat and all that, you swimming in money. But everybody else losing.
Yeah.
They losing. Not only their property, they losing their health. Man, you're going to have to give them an answer. And my job is to tell the community in you better turn. You better turn. My arms ain't long enough to box with you with your little millions and millions that's temporary. Your whole life is what you did for God gonna count. With a church on every corner. I chastise preachers. That don't mean nothing to me. I really am who I say I am. I got a God. That's the only one I worship.
Right.
Period. Can't nobody else say that because when they weigh that money, you gonna do like Johnny Billings and them that's standing around and wagging their tail for crumbs. No, don't weigh no money. I don't care who you is. My job is to help somebody. And like you said, what is any podcast you ever see, I never change.
Nope.
I come from downtown. And then I really tore him a new ass because I said, you put that, I used the B word, in my, she in there. You think she stepped up to me then? Because she said I wasn't in the playing mode. They walked right past her smiling. Her and Ed Taylor went on out the door, didn't say no word. When he should have easily called her, hey, come, I need all the police in the city of Flint, come on up here. He didn't do that. Truth is truth. People hurting. And I know when you hear truth, they knew, so they just act like they was cleaning around because you could hear me from outside. I was that loud. In him.
Right.
We went in. But nobody intervened. The public now, the health care is failing. If you got Blue Cross, they're going to kill you. You're going to end up in hospice and out of here. It's all about a money grab on the poor. Yep. And God got a special place for the poor, elderly, and children. You don't do that. You've been tested. And that's what I have to say. And it goes on. We went, like I said, the stipulation. Oh, no. And then what really got me while I was so frustrated, I just hung my head. Everything was, it's up to them, what I'm supposed to do. What I'm
Council,
supposed to do.
he blames the council.
Man, you the mayor. No, he didn't blame the council.
He didn't blame the council?
You ain't listening.
No. That's why I said I know the state of the city. He said, your responsibility. I said, Lord help us.
He blaming the residents.
He said, it's your responsibility. Man, people is elderly. Them houses is old houses. Some of them over 100 years old. They need help. And y'all know y'all zone. Mm-hmm. Remove stipulation. Mayor, over 65, remove taxes off them people. And I told him to his face, I said, if you're going to do anything, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be 100% transparent. Instead of the Oprahs you giving to them big business, which I'm in your office with, I'm on economic development. Am I lying to you, Mayor, in your face? I don't give no tax breaks. None of them get tax. I said, now you're going to play on my intelligence.
Right. When they just gave him one out to Ashley.
He don't give none to me. I say, Mayor, you going to do you realize, is you doing this because Goddell was posted right there? If it was a witness, he the only one. Goddell, tell him, Goddell.
Goddell don't know.
Oh, Maurice, see, I think, see, I'm getting help on my water bill, but I get it did. I said, Goddell, that's you. I'm not here for Maurice. My bills is paid. Check them downtown. I'm talking about the people I see, these little kids that stand out on that corner, ain't got nothing. That's what I'm representing. Well, Maurice, you can't worry about everybody else. You got to worry about you. That's where the problem come in.
Yep.
You don't stay your ass on that porch if you ain't trying to help somebody.
Right.
This world is done. That's why, because you got the wrong people that's trying to be behind them pulpits.
Yep.
And up in them podiums. They duke y'all to let. I don't care if you Karen Weaver. Stay your ass away from there. If you ain't really, you should be 100% transparent. Man, I need to call in and tell me I'm ad-libbing. And I'm talking about your current mayor. Ain't everybody gonna get that opportunity.
Right.
And the thing of it is, the mayor came to me, and that's why I wrote him. I read a thank you for being. And I get it. I'm not beating you up, Mayor. I understand. You have to do to feed your family, and that's what he doing. Now, if I just say anything to cover him, he doing his assignment.
You right.
But the public, the people that's getting in doing their assignment, whether it's from the stakeholders or personal. I'm gonna leave it nice. It ain't never for the residents. They use them. These people now is just beat to a core. They don't care. And now, and you done turn them against, watch this, God forbid, Elon Musk and Trump and them turn their back on poor folks. We done, we dead. They can stop Social Security. They can make sure that your water ain't clean. They in control. Yep. They could get tired of the poor and say, wipe them out.
Right.
With these germ warfare. Give them another COVID shot. Get them out of here.
Yep.
And you study putting your mouth on them. listening to this and saying this is not the Democratic. It ain't got nothing to do with Democrat. It's just the wrong people that's in these chairs. I'm not
Facts.
blaming all no Democrat and a Republican. No,
It's the
no.
individuals.
It's the individuals,
Mickey,
but it's
people dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like my dad got sick back in December. He still got a cough.
I got a cough and ain't going nowhere. Beverly got one, ain't going nowhere. Everybody got them. It's everybody. And everybody, I done did the study, and it's going to scare you at first because it's real. We got stuff in us, and LED bulbs, and these cell phones killing you, that plastic killing you, everything. You cannot buy food that's not genetically modified.
Right.
You can't buy organic food that ain't been modified.
Right.
We did. If it ain't for God's grace and mercy.
He did.
And the doctors is getting money off of Pfizer for the prescriptions, medication.
And that's crazy, Maurice, because the flu went away. They said the flu didn't exist.
Yep.
Then we had that other one that we ain't gonna mention before they take it down.
Yep.
Then you had to get the shot. That was gonna cure it. But now that didn't went away, and now the flu is back. Now we need everybody to get the flu shot.
Scripture say my people will be destroyed. For
Lack
what?
of knowledge.
So it's dangerous when Maurice put his opinion in. Maurice don't operate on opinion. So I went in there, and that's what really got me again. When he walked up to me, he said Trump. Neely did. To try to incite the rest of them to laugh. Man, there ain't no laughing matter. What have y'all done to help people?
Right.
I'm standing here not for me, man. I could walk. Ain't nothing in here I want or need. I don't need nothing from y'all.
You see how immature he is? You see how immature
That's
that
how
was?
he is.
Yeah, you can tell how immature an
And y'all
individual
laughed
is.
at me.
Yeah.
Trump. You think I'm gonna?
But like Trump, and I bet you, just show you how silly people is. That's what I'm saying. Even when you look at the pastor, you got people upholding him because you know why they getting paid. That's why I look at that book that Jordan Sheridan put out there. It said all you activists, said all you were paid off. So this is why we got these problems. Come next Monday to be what? Next Monday be here. What? Next week is the last
Yes.
week in March, right?
Yes.
The 11th to be here in no time. The 11th to be here in no time. And then you got, okay, well, some people getting their money. Not all. Some people getting some money.
Yeah.
That's finna start some conflict. Like, why they got their money, we ain't got our money. It's the game that they playing.
Everybody,
Unbelievable.
them people still won't get that money. And Maurice was the first person I heard say, when you turn 18, they automatically get no check in the mail.
Oh, let me clear that up here. I heard y'all say this over the week about the ABC article about the water settlement. It's public information now.
Right.
It was always plaintiff attorneys. If you paid attention to the language of the attorneys, it was the plaintiff attorneys of the ones that was affected by the water. Which the water came down, everybody tapped in Flint, Michigan. But here go the key. Poor folks, white, black, blue, green, listen to the verbiage. Poor have no power.
Right.
Leanne Waters, you ain't gonna hear from her. Mona Tisha, the Peter Tree, you ain't gonna hear from her.
Shit, I
And
forgot
other
about
ones as
Leanne
well.
Waters. Right.
Because why? Beverly niece was poisoned by that woman and died.
Yeah,
Jasmine
Jasmine,
McBride.
yeah.
Legionnaire's disease. It was about 18 people. But you gotta have public hearings to release money. And theirs was millions of dollars payouts. It wasn't no $50 or $500. But when you zip, you don't say them. But now they looking for them in this public saying they getting their checks now. Think about it. So, and the kids here was definitely, and still they couldn't buy bottled water at the time. They were drinking out the sink. They bathed in the tub, and the worst thing you do is shower in that mess.
Yeah.
And people still dying from it. And when I did the walkthrough video, proving the North End is manufacturing. So they know they ain't doing nothing, but you got somebody down there that understand their assignment. Do what need to be done, not just Flint. It's the whole of the United States. It's too many people on this earth right now. Ain't no major wars going on. People better wake up. So now it's a money grab. The poor is money. That's why they grab all that money for this and money. We need more money from the water and on and on and on. Man, you ain't supposed to drink no bottled water. It's supposed to be out of glass container or either from some, and then you got to watch the fluoride and all other stuff.
Me and Mickey was just talking about that yesterday. Bottled water is not good for you
I don't
all
care.
the time.
People dropping dead that goes to the gym every day. Flat out dead. They don't know why.
Teeth ain't no good.
We're in a world of trouble. But God is always on the throne. But when people don't let God be God and use whoever you want to bless me with, bless me. They don't know no better. Jesus, the Bible says Jesus came to his own. They received him not. They didn't receive Christ.
Maurice and Mickey, you gotta kick in with me because you know
I
you
am.
be
I'm
having
just
some
listening.
good
I'm
tough
listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
discussion. Mickey, not Mickey, but Maurice, the way stuff is going downtown, the way it has been going for years and years and years and years, I can't sit up here and be 100% sure that we ever gonna get out of this mess.
Every problem got a solution. Every problem got a solution. The love of money is the root of all evil.
Facts.
God always got a solution, but he'll send somebody that's less likely somebody gonna listen to. They didn't listen to Moses. Moses was scared. So that's why Aaron had to go when he said, Pharaoh, let my people go. Moses was scared. He used people that wasn't qualified or the ones didn't have the titles as they thought. That's why all of the disciples end up getting killed. What happened is when you know the answer, it's hard. Beverly, she came. I said, look, it's in me. It's in me. I want to pluck. I want to hit the highway. I might even want to move to Nashville, Memphis, Hollywood. I could do any of that mess. But when you're born somewhere and it's in you, and you once you did, I always say, well, when they get smart, I'm gone. I'm gone. And they want you to. But that's what your God told you to do.
Right.
And that's where the problem is. Winters, all you need, I will tell anybody, like they'll turn against a John with the lentil, anything that come in here to help you, you put your personal stuff up and cause you to listen to the trash, that's really a satanic move to knock away your blessing. First of all, right now, we need a life-saving raft through here. Else you're done. You're going to lose your house. That's done. And then within a year or two, they're going to come by and condemn you out your house. Because it ain't up to code.
Well, see, and that was my question for you, for your building, over there, your strip mall.
Yes.
They just waiting for you.
No, waiting for them
to crumble.
They waiting on them, and I'm waiting on them to make the move. Because then they understand I got a different kind of power. That's why make that move.
It used to be Dayton, and I told Mickey was yesterday or the day before yesterday. Dayton Street used to be scared to drive down. I mean, it was dope. Dayton Ave. Dayton was scary. Now Dayton is one of the safest streets in Flint.
Ain't
nothing there.
I'm in the middle of a suburb.
Yes.
I'm in a suburb.
It's nothing there.
With nothing but land to have a festival on my own property.
There you go.
I could do whatever on my own property. Now, they know that.
Yeah.
And not only that, that property I got is worth millions. Millions, not a couple 100,000.
Millions.
Millions.
But that's all he wanted to give you was a couple 100,000.
Well, no, that was the beginning. That was just to sell them out and keep the building, and they're going to pay me to operate it.
But he wanted to own it.
Yes. And watch this. He went on to say, so his kids can have some.
Me and Mickey heard that story before from someone.
This is Phil Schultz. I got his number in my phone right now. I mean, I deal with, just like I appreciate Neely being transparent enough, even in a rage. I mean, he was red. Nobody, he hollered. He frowned. I mean, we argued. We ain't having no discussion. Because now I'm in the truth zone. We both sharing truth, but everything I said, I didn't get no, man, come on now, please. Is it my fault? Is it my fault? You the one who signed the water contract. Yeah, but you forgot Jackie Poplar and them didn't never do nothing. And then the matter, the judge, federal judge, locked all us, me, Mays, all us up in the back room and say, you ain't getting out of here till I got agreement. I'm going to put a master over Flint. So we was when the real water negotiation from Great Lakes and leave a KWA mess. The day I got on council, we had to go straight to Lafayette.
Sure did. But he forgot he was over at the water plant telling everybody how fresh
and
the water was.
That's correct. In the video.
In the video.
Brian Nolan, all of them was in the video. Everybody
Candace.
was in it. And Dooman said, God bless the child that's got his own. Talking about the Flint water.
King Mondo, go look it up.
Everybody argued me down there, and I was on Kettering radio, doing a radio show. And everybody, myself, everybody, no, Flint River's clean water. Man, like they always do. The opposite of what Maurice say, because it's only one way. I don't open my mouth unless I know what I'm talking about.
But Maurice, we can't. I don't believe it's enough people in the city like you. You done had, like you said, you done traveled the whole world. You
I
done
still
seen
try.
it.
Yes.
You got your own. But you find one person with a good heart. They want to come in and do something. The first thing they do is give them a. They 501c3 ain't free. They'll find somebody and they'll gift you with one and funnel you a
Well, that's
little
what Trump
money.
and them trying to stop. That's why
That
all
he
of them
need
hate
to.
him.
He need
He
to.
got to stop
He
it because
need
it
to.
have to go to the target. It ain't hitting the target.
It's showing the
The
hell.
targets is the resident.
Yeah.
And they the one who fighting the man that's trying to remake with that Doge. The government efficiency. It ain't going where it need to go. It's going right to like the Alamines, like y'all showed, or somebody Snow, where they showed that building where it
That
was
was us yesterday.
300,000, 350,000. They put the gate up, and then all of a sudden, after they got the money, gate gone.
Gate gone, sheet gone.
That was our own studio back in the early 70s. We used to own that.
On Flint Park
Yeah,
and
Wonderland
MLK.
Records. Wonderland Records, early 70s.
Wow.
But,
Wow.
yeah, we used to own that. I done did it. Man, people don't know half the story. But what I'm saying is this. Truth is truth. You can't help nobody with emotion and what I think I would do. Maurice, deal with the sources. I deal with the man straight on, still on crumble, still on fold. And still tell you, I respect you. I respect him. He just doing his job. He make that money. I can't, if you need it more than, but I won't choose money over people.
Right.
I can't take an election. Man, hell, wait an election. I said it, wait. If somebody don't want me to help them this time, and then, what about I said, Mayor, talking about the last election with Liddell. I said, let me tell you something. Mays did a lot in his ward, but Mays don't do half. He couldn't do half of it because I own dump trucks. I own snow plows and all that. When they called me and said we snowed in over here. And
You was live going down plowing the
me
streets in the
and
second
Beverly,
ward.
we went and
Sure
picked up
was.
Stanley's trash. He would call 20 minutes later, we on the way over. Oh, we got a dead skunk in the street, a dead this. Guess what? Me and Beverly, let's get the garbage bag. Let's go. We ain't got to worry about no city. Let's go get this mess right now.
Yeah.
And I said, I didn't think I had to run. Audrey and them, all my signs, I got a trailer load of them. Because I didn't need to cause all the work. But I said, you niggas backdoored me. And that's what caused that. I didn't have to run. But this time, I'm going to knock doors. I'm going to recall Liddell. She got to come up out of there. And then, I don't know what Dorico going to do, but I can tell you one thing. I'm transparent because I know this is life and death now. People going to lose everything. And if somebody don't act in an open manner, or you act like you want to have these secret meetings, you ain't the one.
I know that's right.
If you can't come out from behind them church back rooms and all this other mess that people do, like you some kind of another style of gatekeeper, man, keep that shit.
Y'all
Get out.
call in. Open the phone lines. I know y'all got some questions for Mr. Maurice Davis, and we here. We gonna make it interactive. We ain't just gonna have y'all just on here and listening to us.
I felt that though, like, because that's all you can do when you do run in accidents. He do, like I said, he tried to use, but if you watch what Liddell do, they use one or two things that they did. He trying to say that you did the Hasselbrink, yet that you split them up. You got two Hasselbrinks right now.
Yep.
You basically split people up, cause all this confusion, then the disrespect that how you did it for Mays picture sitting on the ground, the sign on the side, knowing you got only council can rename that, but you going over, it's like the disrespect that he did. But all the people to me who partook in that,
You're absolutely right, Mickey.
they partook right in madness.
Good morning. How are you doing? Welcome to the Bump Club. What's your name and where you calling from?
You don't know my voice by now.
This is Elder Gaddis.
This is Pastor Gaddis. How you doing? How y'all doing?
Wonderful.
Hey, Pastor.
Wonderful.
Shout out, give honor to the wonderful, magnificent Maurice Council.
Thank you,
Maurice
Pastor.
Davis. God bless you, sir.
Thank you,
God
Pastor.
bless you. And Mickey, God bless you. I really enjoy what you've been saying, and everything that you're saying is so truthful. I'm not a resident of Flint, but Flint is dear to my heart. I had some family that lived up there. Mm-hmm. But these two wonderful people that you in the studio with, you know, I'm so glad that God connected us because they speak the truth. And that's what we need. We need true knowledge. And I just want to thank you, Brother Maurice, for everything that you're saying.
Yes, sir.
And Yeah, I come to find that you're a wonderful musician. I listened to some of your music. I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Pastor.
Yeah. Oh, you're very welcome. But so you are gonna run for the second ward again?
I have no choice, Pastor.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I could vote for you, but I'm gonna sure enough send some prayers up because I truly believe that you are the one, the anointed one for this season, and I speak it in the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Right
And I
now,
receive
Lord.
it.
I pray right now that you will allow Brother Maurice to retake his seat, and that God's will be done through this manservant.
Yes,
In
sir.
Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna be going in for you. I'm gonna be going in prayer daily that you that God allow you to take your place back where you need it. Cause yeah, when you was on that I've been watching the council meetings just like a football game, but I've been watching them since 2012, and I seen how you conducted yourself. And one thing what I like about it is you professional. Out of all the chaos that went on, you held it together.
Yes.
Yeah, so y'all be blessed. I'm gonna get off here so somebody else can come on. But I love you, Winters and Mickey. Y'all know that. I'ma always be here to support y'all.
Thank you, Pastor
So-
Gaddis, and tell First Lady we said good morning.
Oh yeah, she's sitting right here.
Okay.
She's actually typing up something for me, but she says hello.
All right. Thank you so much.
You have a
All
blessed
right.
one.
Have a
Love y'all.
blessed one. Love you too.
You too now.
Bye-bye.
All
You
right.
have a blessed one.
Mickey, put the number across the bottom of the screen if you don't mind, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another one coming in.
Everybody in the nation should have your number by now.
Welcome to the Bump Club. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yes. Good morning, Mickey Winters and Mr. Maurice.
Good morning.
This is Christy from DFW, Texas.
Oh, good morning.
Hey, Texas.
I would have a question for Mr. Maurice. How is it that when I have followed Flint and I have went way back to look at like previous videos of the council and the council meetings, and I see when Mayor Karen Weaver was in office, how she attended the meetings. So how is it that you don't see Neely in the meetings? He's not attending meetings. That's my question. Thank you.
That's
Thank
a
you
good
so
question.
much. Have a good one.
Cause there's no concern. When you're dealing with nobodies, only time
1 second.
Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Only
Answer
time
that.
American actually come to meeting, you notice is budget or you got a big project in hand. Other than that, they don't care about the little. They let the administration stuff, handle the small stuff. And I just seen what Jane Cochran asked and said that I voted for the rezoning of ordinance. Find it and show it to me. And if you did, I got a lawsuit. Because I guarantee you I ain't never voted for that.
And
Continue.
they signed it Electron like they did Joe
Yeah,
King. They
man,
put
I
you
would
Electron.
never vote for no mess like that.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mickey.
Good morning.
And, oh gosh, I had
Oh, that's St. Louis.
the
Mr.
guest
Kane.
name.
Maurice
Mr.
David.
Kane.
This is St. Louis.
Hey, Miss St. Louis.
Good morning. I want to piggyback after that, after the prayer. See, the blood of Jesus. That's what we're going to talk about, the blood of Jesus covering. You, Mr. You running for mayor?
Second ward.
Yeah, the blood of Jesus. We're going to cover that. Because the blood of Jesus is you can't, Lord, we're going to have church up in here today.
Go ahead.
We're going to have church up in here. Because it nearly, like I said, everybody is not a Christian and everybody is not a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I'm not a Christian. I am a believer. That's a big difference. I believe.
Mm-hmm.
A Christian to me is wishy-washy. You got 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Mm.
A Christian is like nearly wearing them crosses and chains and God, this God, nearly you're not serving God. You serving the devil.
Mm.
That's who you serve. Because you can't serve two masters.
Right.
That's right.
You gotta pick and choose, nearly. Because the way you're going to fulfill that Bible.
Yes.
Because he said he come to steal, kill, and destroy. And you doing just, and then Millie was so bad about it. He laughing at your dumb ass. He laughing at you because he got you doing just what he wants you to do.
Correct.
Because if you really going to church and you wearing the cross and everything, you're going to hear the word of God.
Mm.
You're going to hear that. But what you listening to, you ain't listening to God, baby. All your counsel, all them corrupted people that you got on each board, y'all better wake up.
That's it.
Wake up.
With
No more sleeping.
That's it.
Y'all wake up.
Gotta wake up. Got to.
But that's all I had to say was that listen, the song said you made a way. When your back was against the wall, when you didn't know how, he did it, but he did it. Resident, y'all start believing. Y'all start believing in the word of God and see God move on your behalf. Because he can move those people up out your way.
That's true.
Because God is not a God that's going to sit there and lie to you like that man is.
That's true. Very true.
And like they doing.
Right.
Wake up.
All right.
No more sleeping.
No more.
But, $1 Million Mickey,
Yes, ma'am.
how you doing?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
Fabulous Winters, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Where my little niece at?
I talked to her yesterday. She was home. And yeah, keep her mom up in prayer. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
Keep her mom up in prayer.
I got you.
Because if I could go and slap the stew out with her and my son, make one slap do. I mean, really, one slap
I got
do.
you. I understand, St. Louis. And we're going to pray for that situation, whatever it may be. We'll pray for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect. Yeah.
We will.
But
All
y'all
right.
have a blessed day, though.
You too.
You as well.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, St. Louis, yeah.
Bye, Mr. Maurice.
Bye, Miss St. Louis. Enjoy your day.
All right. Let's keep going. I can't see. What, Mickey, what we got? We got questions in the chat.
Hold on. Let me get
Miss Angela Lynette said, and did you see how they had balloons on his picture, Maze's picture, on an easel, but Maze's picture was on the floor, so disrespectful. And not only that, it's just hardening to know how they really felt about Maze. Same way they felt about anybody that opposed them for the people. And ain't nothing in there permanent on that building. That's in the sign outside when I rode past it last night said Hasselbring Center. It's still Hasselbring.
Hasselbring Park. Right
That's what I'm
out
saying.
there.
Hasselbring Park.
I rode
If you're
by
gonna
that too.
change it, change it.
That's it.
You playing games on people intelligence.
Right.
I'm done.
All right. We got our own 810 partner here, Trevor Berry Hill, calling all the way from Florida. What's going on, Trevor?
Not much. It's a rainy day down here in Florida. I'll tell you what. I called to ask Mr. Maurice, sir, have you looked at the proposed budget coming up?
No, I haven't. Not this one. Not current.
They're estimating about $25 million in property taxes.
Oh yes.
For the city of Flint.
Damn.
Now,
Yes.
I've got to sit here and wonder, because ain't no one been able to afford their taxes lately anyway. How are they estimating $25 million? This is how they end up in a deficit. They overestimate the amount of money coming in and then overspend.
That's correct. It's moving forward with the gentrification now. It's here. It's no longer coming. It's here. It's time to get out of here. And they're going to force you out of here.
That tells me straight up that there's going to be another property tax increase.
That's right.
When most of the people living in Flint are on that fixed income that you keep on talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you going to raise someone's price of living when they've done retired? They worked their ass off from the age of, some of them as early as 15, up until the age of 65. That's the age they're told, hey, you should be able to sit down and enjoy life.
So
like you built for yourself. And now they're trying to tell you, no, you don't get that no more. You have to go back to work to pay us so we can squander your money more.
That's it. I feel like I just retired to work some more. You retired when I thought retirement is, and the rest of your days would be easy.
Yeah. Easy. It's very easy when you're retired to worry about how you're going to get past this month's medication, past this month's food bill. Oh, let me take a look at the bills I owe the city. Oh, and here come the tax bills.
Yep.
That's why I'm excited. Like Mr. Davis sitting here saying he's going to run. He's got my full support. You know what? Set yourself up a Cash App or set yourself up a PayPal and just spread that everywhere. And you can see a donation from me every month. I want to see you back in that seat. I want to see you doing right for my family and friends down there.
Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you, Trevor.
And it's a question.
All right, I love you guys. I'll catch you later.
All right.
Thank you, Trevor.
I'll be calling.
All right.
And it's the question for you too, Maurice.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Hutchinson. Ask Maurice his position freezing taxes for current residents. Taxes are how gentrification gets you out of your home.
Listen, Mick. He can ask a better question than that. Because that's where I'm mad now with the Tanya Burns and Jerry and them, because they have power. When you get elected to council, don't get the seats twisted. You just chair meetings with being the chair of the council. That's what the president is, the chair. Mm-hmm. You get a few dollars to be a chair and vice chair.
Right.
You chair when the vice chair is when the chair ain't there, you the chair.
Right.
They should have every resolution amended add-on on the resolution to make sure they freeze people taxes according to their income. But what happened is they know, listen, y'all, please, y'all audience, listen. They know them houses is condemnable.
Yep.
Please understand this. They changed the charter from 2017 charter. No. 1976 charter to the 2017 charter. Mm-hmm. They came up with a loophole, understanding people was still could get home on occupied rehab under the old charter. Mm-hmm. But under the 2017 charter, you look at the master fee and everything else, your house is condemnable.
Right.
So now, that's why you notice when the money comes through Habitat, nobody qualified. So what they do, they'll say the money came, we got $1.5 million. They reallocated down in Carriagetown. They reallocated in other parts of where they still got little sales of residential neighborhoods. Yeah. But never where they need it the most. Why? To expedite your exodus out of there. And why do, like I said, well, to answer his question, they should have been had a motion on the floor every week to help the residents. The current sitting council. It don't come up. It don't come up. Yeah. But if we don't change that paradigm, we done.
Yeah.
Winters. Nobody understand the power of sitting in that chair. Now, the difference between running for mayor and running for council. The most power. Let this go in anybody here. The most power you can have in the city of Flint is on council.
Because you can overturn the
That's
mayor.
correct. Whoever got the last say so.
Yes.
So whoever the mayor don't mean nothing. Nearly one. It ain't gonna hurt if you got 6 sensible council people. He's a tingling symbol.
Yes.
Veto everything the man do.
You're correct.
And then put the freezing on taxes according to income. And that's why they added where they come and assess higher taxes. Now the houses on Dayton is $100,000. I bought the one across the street for $700 and some dollars.
That's what I'm saying. Houses on DuPont, $90,000. We got another caller, our affiliate, John Snow from Flint After Dark. What's going on, Snow?
Hey, good morning, Winters. Good morning, Big Mick. It's the king, homie. Right?
Hey, John.
Hey, look, right. Hey, listen, right. Maurice, you spot on, man. You ain't lied to us not one time, right? So they gonna tax our black ass up off the north side.
That's right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. I have been saying that. That's what they gonna come back and get us the legal way. You know what I mean? And this water, man, horrible, man. I just lost another damn bird this morning, man. Fucking with that water, man. Killed my damn birds and shit, man.
Wow.
I should have known. I should have gave him a bottle of water, but man, I ain't thinking it. You know, birds from the goddamn wild, man. So that tell you that right there. They
No, them chemicals.
You see
Chemicals.
what I'm saying? Yeah, it's messed up.
We're in trouble, Snow.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
We're in trouble.
Absolutely, Kai. But hey man, just keep doing what you're doing, man. And
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all, Mickey, and Winters, and y'all just keep doing what y'all doing, man. I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time, but it's fucked up in Flint, man.
Right. And you too. You keep doing what you doing too on the back end. We got you on the front. You got us on the back.
Absolutely, I got y'all back. I want to say one more thing too.
Yes.
Fuck goddamn nickel bag nigga. Shit.
Bye, Snow. We got another caller. Good morning. Welcome to the bump. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello, my sister Winters.
Sister Renee.
Hello, my brother Mickey.
What's up,
And hello,
Renee?
Mr. Davis.
Hello.
But y'all know Winters, I'm a crybaby.
That's all right, Sister Renee. I'll cry right along with
I
you.
got to cry. They did my Mr. Mays wrong when he was living. When I seen how they just let his picture on the floor and did him like that. It's just wrong. And it's just wrong the way they do in Flint. See, I'm so used to what's happening in Flint. That happens it's been happening in Chicago. I keep telling y'all that.
You telling the truth.
We immune to it here. Y'all got to get together. Y'all better fight. Or y'all gonna be like us out here in trouble.
We're in trouble.
It just hurt me the way they doing my Mr. Maid. I thought about when they put all them beer bottles and wine bottles and put that stuff up on his grave site. Man, how much more do y'all want to do to this man? It's just wrong. But when do y'all know I'm a crybaby, but I'm down for Flint. I'm just down. I might not come on the show every day no more because it gets frustrating to me.
Right.
And I be crying. I ain't crying for my city because we just, I don't know. I'm just here, you know. But I've been crying for Flint, and I know Flint can do better if they stick together.
Right.
The problem is all money.
Correct.
Money is evil.
Correct.
And everybody, we ain't sticking together as being black folks. And I'm going to put it out there. If you get $500 Winters, I want 1,000.
Right.
Instead of me and you taking that 500 and doing 250 trying to help each other. No, I can't let Winters beat me out. I got to beat her out. All
Right.
that count. It just, but I don't know, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all show up like this here because my blood pressure going up. But y'all have a blessed one. And
You
I
as
love
well.
y'all. And I love the city of Flint.
We love you too, Sister Renee. It's
Yep,
going to be all right.
Try to enjoy your
Yes,
day.
ma'am. It's gonna be all right.
All right.
Because we got a God above us.
Correct.
He says, hey, he looks low.
Let God
He know
be God.
everything that's going on.
Yep.
Let God be
All right,
God.
y'all. Have a blessed one.
You too. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. They call from all over the nation.
People
They
just
feel
don't know.
Right.
But you know, truth touches the heart. You can't play with, I know I'm a blues musician. I don't play with grown folks. And you know, what comes from the heart touches the heart.
Right.
And Satan always have imps to try to intervene, but sometimes Satan, they know not to say nothing at this time. Because you're dealing with people that understand true, not emotion, but pain. True pain. People hurting. People hungry that their kids ain't gotten and they go to school to eat. And I'm swimming in money, ain't trying. You can't get mad at me if I'm trying to help you and I can't. But ain't nobody, I'm telling you, I could tell you now, every answer is your fault. It's your fault. What they want me to do, it's your fault.
That's a damn shame.
I'm telling you, your rehab, that's a lot. It's your fault. If you don't qualify, you got to have taxes paid. If I had my taxes paid, I wouldn't be begging for no rehab. I'd be fixing my own house.
That's what
If
I'm
I had
saying,
the credit, I
Maurice.
could go out here and get my own loan at the credit
That's
union.
what I'm saying.
I'm asking help because I don't have no other resources. Families done fell apart. All I got is a God. God worked through people. So I got to do God's will in the earth with a church on every corner. That's why these churches empty. You got these false prophets behind the pulpit.
Yeah.
And people scared to say it.
No, we
For
not.
God I live, for God I die.
I go to church every
Time
Sunday.
out for playing.
And you got enough people in all these churches around here. To
Woe
fit
to them
3
that lead
churches.
my sheep astray. God, let me tell you, for the ones that the Trump haters or Democrat lovers, don't matter. Don't you know God sent one person? It's one person in the city who can reach in their front pocket and remove all our ills. Rich, you gonna tell me Ridgeway White ain't got money to help everybody in Flint? And he one person.
It's amazing that he said, a month ago that these people should start receiving their water settlement money, and then a month later.
Ridgeway and them been helping us, but the nonprofits come and snatch the crumbs up. Because why? They got you slated as a demise. Notice the uses of the word, and I'm the mayor, shrinking. I dare you to say my city's shrinking. That means I've got people dying off or they moving away or they doing better. I get it. Shrinking mean they going in the grave.
Right.
Where's Mays and them? They land in the grave. Where's all of everybody's kinfolk, what's and all talking about? They land in the grave. That's how you shrink neighborhoods in a poor community all over the country.
Right.
Y'all better wake up. You can't keep doing the same thing thinking you're going to get a different result. And you still want to put these regimes together. I don't care one regime to another in another year, 2 years in the same place to recall. Get
Right.
some folks that know what they're doing and ain't scared and behind your back on whisper. The minute I quit being transparent, I'm one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say what's on my mind. That heifer got to come out that chair. Whoever got nerves enough to run, they better be qualified and teachable.
1 second.
Go ahead, I'm done. I'm done with this.
Welcome to the bump. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm sorry. This is Christy again from
Hey,
KFW.
that's
Texas.
okay, Christy.
I just have one more question for the pastor that came down there for that the opera funds. Where are the chalets at?
The same place that he hiding the Kennedy Center cleaners in the chalets that he was gonna build. But see, I don't really know if he got that money.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he got. We really don't know. I don't even
He probably
think.
get it. He didn't get it.
I don't even
He
think
didn't get it.
council know who they actually gave the money to. Cause you seeing too many reallocations.
Once you
come
sign off, I've been there. You don't know it's on the administration. They administer however they want to. And they can reallocate it. They can do anything once you sign off. Just like Habitat. Once they get it and they go through council and they sign off, now they reallocate for the north end, but guess what? They reallocate it in different places.
Yeah.
Because why? Nobody meet the qualifications.
Did you done, Chrissy? Was that it?
That's it.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Oh, you're
Thank
welcome,
you.
baby. You're welcome.
That was a good question.
It was a great question because I'm seeing now in the resolutions, like when they taking this money, Flint Institute of Music or something else, they start talking about benefiting the greater Flint. See, it's right here
I heard you read it.
for the music. Focus analytics throughout greater Flint. What's greater Flint?
Listen, they got verbiage. Like moving Flint forward is a verbiage you say, and that's keyword to get the funding. That's what the funders want to hear to give you a grant. You got to have certain verbiage in your language. Moving Flint, that kind of stuff. But let me tell you something. How in the, I can't
You
cuss.
get it out.
How
Yes,
in
you
the
can.
world? How in the world could that even be anything when Carriage Town ain't on there? Why? That's a shelter. Why the shelter of Flint ain't on there?
My
Brother's Keeper ain't on there. Wait a minute. These folks live on the street.
Yes, they do.
Now, what have to happen if I was on council? First thing, remove any stipulation from a homeless person. How in the hell, if they're a crackhead, they still can't live out in the elements?
Right.
They have no stipulation. They should not have to do no chores. Don't fund them.
Right.
Don't fund them. You start at the bottom, and then you have a strong foundation. Because, you know, anybody could go homeless. If they take your house right now, guess what? You're homeless.
Homeless
There's
like
people right now I know sleeping in certain places in their car. You would never know it. Dressed just as nice as I am right now, sleeping in their car today.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Bump Club. What's your name and where you calling from?
Good morning. This is Kawana calling from Flint.
Hey, Kawana girl.
I'm finna jump the tracks. Priority Waste is dumping trash at Pearson and Dork, the old recycling plant, and they covering it up with dirt.
We said that yesterday.
I Googled it, and it said you either have to have the permission to dump at that site, or trash supposed to be dumped at a legal landfill.
Correct.
I think we need to find that out and hit the ground running. Get Scripps News, somebody here, because they double poison us now.
You putting it right back into the dirt. That's
Yeah.
gonna seep
So
right
that's
back
why-
into what? The water.
You're into
You're
your
right. And that's why they done probably took out Pearson Road, too. Bypass all of that.
That's crazy.
Yep. But that's my question. I'm going to listen.
All right. Thank you, Kawana.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I had it wasn't her, but I had another lady hit me up in my inbox and say, hey, I just want to let y'all know, because I don't think people in Flint know, that they dumping at this, wherever this place is.
Remember
on Pearson
that
and
debacle with a WT when they took some of their dirt and just dropped it on in the third ward over in a corner, and they made them clean it up, and to this day they never got paid.
Right.
Remember that held up
Right.
that $1 million, and that's why, because that was just a little bit of dirt. But now if they doing illegal landfills on top of already toxic land, and it ain't gonna never be cleaned up. That's why, listen, they know the contamination on this side from the years of General Motors creation. They zone it as green space or industrial. So we're in trouble. People don't tell the truth. Or you get people that buy any lie they want to tell you and they run with it.
Yeah.
So if you want to lie, at least help us.
Right.
At least help us. We got to negotiate. And ain't no negotiation going on, so we just dead in the water. We dead in the water at this time. We done. We done. The whole of the city of Flint, if I ran to do a recall against Liddell Lewis, I'd be damn. If I don't care what ward, everybody better begin signatures first. Get her out of here, because you need to take control of the council more than the mayor. The mayor is powerless. I don't care if it's Weaver or whoever. Get them 6 or 7 votes.
Well, when some of their favorites brought her here, they said they could work with her.
Who's that?
Some of our precious favorites that's
They're
running around the
insane.
city.
Because see, notice my verbiage. I don't have a script. I don't need a script, because this is my Reese with the direction of my God. Because I'm gonna have to give account.
Yes,
I
sir.
wanted to go on record. I tried. I tried, and I'm openly telling. And the mayor know, evidently I'm credible enough that he had to approach me to plead. He wanted me to change up and bag up. Get back on the porch and obey.
You shaking stuff up.
Yeah, no, he told me that.
People listening to
when
you
he
every
did the
week
Trump
now.
boy,
Yeah.
shut up, and you the one signed for the water. Everything you want to say, I'm putting it right here in the public. A lie is believable,
Yes,
but
it
the
is.
truth is not believable. For your audience to be able to discern, wait a minute, this boy telling the truth. Sure is.
You've been there, like you said, Maurice. You've been there. You've seen this stuff before. It's things that you can't even tell us to this day.
I can't believe Neely don't know in his spirit. He know he wrong.
Right.
He know he wrong.
What
in
you
his
think,
heart,
Nick?
he got to know. Because you're going to
I'm
be dead a
with-
lot longer than you are.
I'm with Maurice saying he know, but he understood the assignment. He took money over, as they say, it was money over morals. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with it. I agree with. That's why I just been sitting back listening. I agree with everything he's saying, because he know what he doing. He ain't got to sit up here like I just told you. I was at my auntie house the other day. I've been going over there the last 4 days. Turn the water on, huh?
Ain't on the screen.
Oh, because I'm on here. I just made y'all the focus point because my Reese was cooking. So
Let him cook.
I'm sitting over there, man. When I turn the water on, it stink. That's
You
what I'm
told
like,
me
man.
that,
It
yeah.
stink. This ain't my first time, and I'm like, when he's saying it's the most tested water, that's why when I hear people like, when they say, no, I'm telling you, go over to your people crib and stay in Flint.
It's a
Go in that
population
first
freak.
ward and go see what that water smell like. And that's just like with all this other stuff going on. I was catching flack about, I'm gonna get in trouble, but I'm glad to get in trouble with my Reese on here. When I said about Liddell Lewis, now allegedly, however it's gonna be, but we do know Sister Muhammad took it to Inez Brown. We know she took it, but Liddell got the sign saying she stayed there for a year, and like they cooked all the rules. That's like what we heard. Some of these same people that went after Maurice Davis, but they not gonna tell you they was Liddell supporters. They was Liddell
Exactly.
supporters.
All of them was.
They wanted him gone. Like I said, I pushed Maurice. He lost
You
the
said
primary.
that. You said that.
And then I'm like,
You didn't have
I
no
can't-
choice but Audrey
I
Muhammad.
had to do Audrey. I didn't know nothing about this lady.
And guess what? I shook it off. But when I started seeing people dying and crying, even yesterday, I could promise you I could pull up right now with tears. Maurice, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? You know, I give them like Brenda Williams, attorneys, you know, that I know will listen, at least listen
Right.
without a payment. May not be pro bono, but they'll at least listen. But people hurting, man. People really hurting. But Mickey, we're in a peculiar place. We've been lied to and beaten down so long. And what happened is, all you do is pay attention. Look how we living.
Huh.
I ain't got to say much more than that. Look how we living.
Right. Maria wanted to know, where are we at with the council president and vice president?
There
Well-
to August.
In November of 2024, we were supposed to get a new one.
They
They
changed the
changed
rules.
Now that's another issue. Y'all bring me in on this. How did they change? When was the public hearing held?
Wasn't.
You cannot change rules without a public hearing.
Shit. Yeah,
Period.
in Flint, you can.
Period.
Now, you know why they can't? Remember this? Remember, like they down right now, it's only 8. Remember, you round down. Only with this council I seen, remember, you needed 6. But remember, they said you can have the supermajority
You always
with
got to
5.
have
Oh,
an
it says
uneven number.
5.
No, it was 5. You didn't
now.
need 6 no more. You needed 5.
They round
You
down.
round down.
You can't round nothing without a public hearing. Needing any. But see,
They
this
had it.
They
and
done
I kept
it.
telling the people last year, April, it was like April
The
5th,
council-
go. And nobody
the
went.
Senate, the Congress,
They
all
done
of them, they operate off to the same municipal governance. That's why we go to the Lancet. It's not a Flint thing. The county, the Rico Lloyd and them, they run and chair the same kind of meetings, uneven numbers. You can't just willy-nilly, you can't if you don't know no better. And you listen to somebody, can't none of them challenge me.
It's a question for you too, Maurice.
You was over the rules committee.
That's
Maurice.
exactly right.
It ain't no
And
vote.
Coco is
30
from the
rounds.
state of Michigan.
Right.
Dealing with Congress and Senate and on and on. That's who taught us.
Was there any rule when you was over the rules committee that said you vote 30 rounds and then you got to
No,
give us an
no,
explanation
no.
on why you ain't voting?
Council
We
rule
want
didn't
to-
hold salt. I ain't talking about council rule. I'm talking about the rules of governance in Lansing. This is the state of Michigan.
Oh, they don't follow
And
that.
we listen, but it ain't no such thing as state of Flint when it comes to Robert's Rules of Order. That's national. But council rules is just to maintain civility within. We got our own jurisdiction, and we should be able to administer and govern this ourselves inside of here. Like the county got a whole set of rules,
Right.
but you can't change it to where it's illegal. If that's the case, we can you can molest kids. All pedophiles is free. Come in here butt naked. We got a rule: you can come butt naked, topless. All women topless at city chamber. You can't do that.
Right,
That's common sense, and that's ignorance of governance, ignorance of law,
right.
and they know that. Ain't no judge. That's why you got different courts. Courts get it wrong. Genesee County get it wrong. So you send it to the what? State Supreme Court.
Right.
It's always a higher court, all the way up to the federal
But
Supreme
they
Court.
plan on our lack of knowledge.
That's exactly it. And that's why you see me not on council.
right.
And it's a question for you, not for me, Maurice. It's on here. It says, Mickey, ask Maurice about that Lapeer County man getting that felony for affidavit fraud, referral and charged by Layton. I guess they want to say why it's not happening here, but it's happening in Lapeer.
Well, if they got a lot of your peers, they will move it to a different jurisdiction. But Flint, I don't know that case of what he pertaining to. But I can
No,
tell you,
because basically what she was saying. I read the case. I was
Okay.
on it. It was in Lapeer. The dude lied about where he stayed at, like what we going through right now. And I'm not trying to throw no shade at nobody. I'm just being honest. And I brought this up last time. You weren't on council, but I guess it was Josh Freeman. Because we was talking about people not really living in these places that they saying they live at. That's what it really is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I tell you one thing. Try that under the Trump administration. And that's where it's going to wait till the election come in 2026. Play them games now, 5 or 6 days of election. I can tell you right now, it ain't going to be pretty. Falsifying documents and all this other lawless stuff that's been taking place. It ain't going to happen.
Right.
Your head going to roll.
Okay,
Oh, so-
Deborah Luna got one for you. She said, if you live in Flint, put your address in the property portal and see your home condition and county tax assessment.
Oh, yeah.
That's what she was trying to say on that one.
And where can we go? Is the voter log made
No, I
public?
agree, Mark. Huh?
Yes.
It's public.
Yes.
Because I challenge everybody. Trevor, if you out there, can you find the link to the voter log for Flint? I challenge you to go in there, put your name in, put some of your deceased relatives' name in, and see if they still on the voter log for Flint, Michigan.
That's what Doge is. Government efficiency. Cleaning all that stuff up. Codifying all of that mess.
Told us, Miss Brown, she said
It's supposed
you
to be
need
codified.
to clean it up.
Yeah, and they supposed to have codified it. We paid, when I was on council to codify and bring all that stuff up, they wouldn't have been enough.
And what
It ain't
happened?
done, is it? Because the money got what? Reallocate. They'll tell you anything, and once council, you heard we the purse string. You are, but the administration administer. So all they do is come up with, that's why they always amend. And they found this to be illegal. Let's say Green for Life want a garbage contract. They come bid. We could do it all for $20,000 a year. Just to get everybody else out bid and then come back with an amended bid. We need another $30 million.
Yeah, I done seen that a lot.
It's the same game.
Yeah.
So if you don't have people that understand governance, it's that's a good deal.
Yeah.
They want $20,000 when that's dirt cheap, and they say they could do it for $40,000.
Yep.
And then they come back with amended agreement.
Yep.
Because why? Downstairs is the one administering and sending it to a bunch of amateurs. They don't know no better.
Don't know no better.
And that's why we supposed to be in the verbiage. Every resolution that come from downstairs, pass with the administrative work. As long as you remove all these ordinances, these stipulations from the residents, start at the bottom, not at the top.
They better get some lawyers, because I do agree with this story times of my life. Say Maurice, Tanya, and Jerry, Winfrey, Dennis, Jared, get a good attorney that know Flint law, stop these unlawful things council is doing. Because that even when what was Kim before he left, when he even let them say they can round down. We learned that in basic school. You don't round down, you round up. If it's 4.4, you go to 4. Right. If it's 5 above, you go up.
Yep. That's right.
That was that simple math.
That's
but
right.
They allowed them people to pass stuff. Because Liddell was her vote for her stuff to pass.
You can't pass nothing without a public hearing.
They did it anyway.
So it's illegal.
Did they even, when they pushed us to the back, and I seen why people was telling us to get a lawyer, they pushed the media to the back. Did they have a public hearing for that? Because if they did, I missed it.
None of that. Everything.
See, they didn't have a public hearing, and they pushed us right to the back. But see, when you got lawlessness, and I'm going to be honest, even if you got a lawyer, it seemed like to me it's a lot of these friends, brothers, and in-laws when you go to these court systems. You get caught up in the courts, man. These people be all cool with each other.
Wait. I want to go back to what you said. They pushed y'all in the back.
Yeah.
How in the world are you going to push me in the back and I got my phone and it's public, according to the Constitution, I got a right for free speech and all of this, and I can sit here and put my phone out anywhere except in a court of law. This is public. I can sit in my chair, ain't got no, okay, I move my tripod. And if I wanted to hold it, or I can sit it in front of me. Show me where is that ordinance. It ain't, that's all illegal, but that come from the council saying, hold up. Mays wouldn't allow that.
No, and Candace wasn't even elected when she did it. She was just appointed and made.
They don't know nothing.
Exactly.
Ever since I've been on council, me, Mays, and all, 512, and then all media was coming. 20, Fox 66, M Live, they was sitting there, all of them right in the front row. Mm-hmm. Media was mainly in the front row,
you
off
can
to
have
the
your
side.
phone, but you gotta hold it. They said the tripods is causing people behind you can't see. Ain't nobody there.
And it's a question for you too.
It's all fake.
Here go a question for you. It's a question for Mr. Davis. Do you think the alleged good for would work with you, or vice versa in many instances? I feel they cooperate with the other side. What's your thoughts?
Oh no.
That's a good question.
No. They going through an election. I ain't nothing to play with. I'm gonna do a festival. One reason why I'm doing this festival, put everybody on one accord. Neely and them think I'm an organizer. Jackie Poplar laughed at me. All I needed was a copy machine. The public respect me. I did not run. So what Tanya, me and Jerry and them, we ain't got to agree with. That's why I told Neely after the argument. If I tried to come down to me, I said, man, okay, now we through arguing and fighting. Now we're going back to council because we're getting these heated debates, and then we have to break it down and go to the next resolution. We leave that there. But he wouldn't. He want to insist. Tanya and them know what to do. Tanya and them know people hurt. Tanya and them, I can't see them. Well, we ain't going to vote on no removing stipulation off people. No, that ain't going to happen. We gonna work together. Jared and them, I never talked to that man, but I know what his motive is. And Dennis them, his name Dennis. They all ready to work. They just don't have the votes.
Well, how come Quincy Murphy was the only one who brought it up and said we need to remove some of these qualifications so people can get roofs and siding and all this type of stuff? And after he has passed away, ain't nobody else brought it back up about them qualifications.
Listen, because I'm gonna say it again. Neely understand his assignment. Pay attention from now on when y'all go there. Look on there, Winters or Mickey. Look on the resolution. You won't never see nothing regarding the residents that voted for them. It ain't never come from them. Administration is only for the administrator of downtown of the money force of Michigan. I'm trying to say it in a verbiage that people understand.
Right.
You're moving big money, millions of dollars. But now you have to have people out of, that's why you got a council person out of each ward. The poor wards, now we have to compromise each other, make our calls like me and Mays, because now they towing cars in my ward. So we want to deal with this, or the parking meters. We want to deal with it's affecting people's income. They don't have no money. So it's up to us, hey Mays. Well, we're sending this to governmental option. We gotta work on this. We gotta deal with them people ain't affording their taxes. Or when people losing their houses, well, Mays, we're gonna pull some houses from the county. You know, when they leave the county, they go to the city. Instead of sending them all from once they hit the city, they go back to the land bank. Instead, we're gonna pull Winters them house back out of there and give them a fresh start. And everybody else, and we'll come up with a program to help these. But it's starting
See,
what?
a
The council.
program to help them.
You got to, but this is why Jerry and them ain't doing, Tanya and them ain't doing this. It ain't about no crime, shoot. They always gonna shoot. You ain't gonna, that's, how you gonna stop me from killing you right now? You shooting me and we sitting this close. You can't do it.
Not even the police.
But
was
I
sitting
could
in
give
the
you a
room,
job
couldn't
where you in the bed now and you ain't out in the street gang banging. But first, it's medical here in Flint because of the water poisoning.
Well, see, that's what Neely was trying to tell you the other day. He think that getting these kids some summer jobs is gonna solve the issue. Them the kids that shooting ain't thinking
That's
about
when you're thinking
working on
above.
no damn job.
I live inside of the war zone.
Right, I know you do.
And I know how to deal. And them kids are just kids until you make them mad and they have no hope. What happened? They have no hope, and they get hopeless. But somebody that really know where it come from, like when I'm a musician, I used to do hair in the front of my beauty shop, and my real studios in the back. They would sit back there right out of Thugville. That's why the preacher up the street, he had Chris Shields studio from me. Everything I did, all they want to do is copy and then exclude you. Even at the Sylvester Broom Center, they got a studio. Why? I went up there and schooled that woman. They take what you got and then they want to be you instead of being the one. I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna work and try to get this together. I'm gonna always give you all the wisdom I got because you ain't gonna accept it no way.
Maurice, what's the deal with the Sylvester Broom Center? Because they supposed to be having a big sports complex built about 4 years ago, and you can't pay me enough to.
I think Nakada, me and Mays, you know, the owner is the one with the center on Hemphill Road, the big Hurley building. That's Nakada out of Detroit. You're dealing with marijuana. What's the name of the Hurley Health and Fitness?
Okay,
the big building, that gigantic.
Double I, double N.
Inside.
Insight.
Okay.
The Insight. He owned that.
Dr. Shaw.
No, Nakada.
I don't know that.
Well, Nakada is out of Detroit.
Okay.
He owned that, and he was the one. He wanted to do the sports company, and then next door to Muffler Man, that land where they had started. But I don't know if the verbiage changed or whatever, because right now I don't think they really know how, and they knew drawing of the master plan is everything they do. Winters is never haphazard. It's always a 5-10 year plan out.
Right.
Like the people are happy for I told Neely about the bursting. Look at the house they even built inside of some people. They ain't helping the poor man. You the mayor. You ain't including nobody. But Nakada them, I think they shutting that down, and for now they're gonna be out at
Insight.
At Insight. Yeah.
You ride down Saginaw Street. If you start at Hamilton, hell, you can start before that, but really starting at Hamilton, every building on both sides.
Old Man Temple is done. They ain't never going back in there.
No, I think they bought them out.
Yeah.
They ain't bought them out. Yeah, they out.
They out. Let's just say that they out.
They out.
It's nothing but, and I rode purposely the other day. Muffler Man is open.
Watch this.
Couple car washes.
Let me say this on
and
y'all
that's it.
broadcast. Y'all see that humongous, I call it monstrosity, the burst.
Yeah.
Once you build the $1 million entities, it ain't you rehabbing your house. And what's that? The apartment going up the hill there with the flag.
A
Shiloh Commons.
Yeah.
You assess and you bring up the whole neighborhood. Now Shiloh Commons in $100,000 neighborhood.
Yeah, charging $962 for
now, what do
affordable
they do?
housing.
All of the struggling people, they already did the study on your median income. You tax out of there.
$962 is
and you look
affordable.
at the architectural rendering of Burston, ain't no blight around there. Because all that's going to be taxed right out of there. And every year it goes up 5%. But this first year is 5% of whatever your current assessment is. But then when it goes 5% of the $100,000, now you're going to pay a couple $1,000s more. And it goes up increment of every year. Call down and see 5%. We all out. I'm out.
Well, here's the gold star question of the day. Yesterday on this agenda, they had where council was supposed to discuss taking $2 million out of the general fund to offset the water increase that's coming.
Scam.
Now, why in the hell ain't nobody show up to talk about that?
Scam. I talked to niggas one-on-one on that. That's just to increase your water bill. Like I told him about mine. He said, "Oh, see, your building ain't it commercial?" This just now I'm mad because I said, "Man, my bill came blue. I've been there 40 years and I paid, $100, whatever it was. I got a regular old residential on that building because it was built in 100 years ago. A regular old tiny meter like every other house. But he's saying, well, everybody water gonna go up. I say, wait a minute. And then this is what he told me. Because you voted for Great Lakes Water Authority. It's your fault they water finna go up.
You said to vote for Great Lakes Water Authority, Mayor Neely.
Man, did you not say that?
He gonna get on there and say Saturday. I did not say that. You know you're gonna rebuttal this. You know you're gonna rebuttal.
Paper it said he trying to save the residents.
He using that, I guess, for the help of Dale Lewis that I voted. We had no choice. We had no choice because the man said, the judge, federal judge said, I ain't going another day without having a water source in Flint. Y'all remember that? Everybody going to jail.
We got another caller. Good morning, one of A10's own, Sister Taliba.
Uh-oh.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
salam.
Ramadan Mubarak to anyone that's fasting. And I hope I'm not saying this wrong, but happy Lent to my Christian families, whoever is participating with their fast. So, just hello, everyone. Peace to everyone.
Yes,
now, I have a question, and it may ruffle some feathers. And this question could be for Mr. Davis or for anyone. And I really also am looking at my little brother, No Name, to tune into this to possibly have an answer. But I would like to know, how do you get a people that is waiting to be saved by someone to wake up? I totally agree with St. Louis, with what she said when she called in, that it's time for everyone to wake up. She said the same thing that Lady Brick said during Mr. May's last city council meeting. I don't know if anybody remember when Miss Lady Brick got up to that podium and played, I forget the name of the song.
Sure did.
Wake Up Everybody.
Sure did.
Yes.
Yep, Dominique. Sure did.
Yes. So when St. Louis was talking, my memory went back to that meeting, which was Mr. May's last meeting. So, but how do you get a people to wake up? And I'm talking about a people that is waiting for the government to save them.
Right.
A people that is waiting for a God to fall out the sky and save them. Now, in regards to the mayor, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but I feel like the majority of his votes, or his support, I should say, comes from the church. And so No Name, who I know is listening, my little brother No Name, who is a pastor, a preacher, what is the protocol for openly rebuking preachers in the church for their corruption? This could be for any believer, any Christian, but I trust No Name. I trust his consciousness. What is the protocol for openly rebuking preachers in the church for their corruption, for their injustice against people? And I think that's where you need to start to wake up people. You got to wake up the sheep. And I hate to say it, some of the sheep are comfortable being asleep.
Yep.
Correct.
They comfortable being asleep.
Correct.
It's too much work to wake up, because once your consciousness is woke and once you see what you see, you can't go back.
Right.
You cannot deviate from the truth. You can't deviate from the truth. I also liked, and I apologize, I'm jumping all over a
That's
little
okay,
bit.
Sister Talib.
But I also liked my little brother's comment, his question to Mr. Davis in regards to the alleged good for on city council. Because as I've said many times before, John G., I don't care what you think about him, his presence on 810 that second time around was truth.
Yes.
And it exposed he is the gift.
Yes.
No matter how whatever you think, he erases whatever, but he was put in place to expose the very politicians that some of y'all are in love with and some of y'all are in bed with. Please don't make me call them out by name. That woke me up, because I have no love affair with none of those 8 up there. None of them. I still have hope for Jonathan Jarrett, because I feel like he hasn't been given a just opportunity to do his work because of the nonsense. But it's one in particular I'm looking at in my mind that has been extremely disappointing. And his presence has caused that person to expose themselves. And this person has also blocked resources from coming into this community. So right now, I'm on the verge of calling that politician out by name.
Let the Lord lead you.
But
Let him use you.
Yeah. I don't appreciate it, and maybe I need to expose her to her face. Maybe that's my job. So, and maybe I need to do that. But anyways, I didn't mean to be all over the place. But I would like to know Mr. Davis' perspective on how to wake up a sleeping people that like to be asleep. And how do you wake up a people that are waiting for someone to save them, essentially from themselves?
Girl, he itching to answer. Let him answer. He itching to answer.
Okay, let me say one more thing.
I got that answer.
Trump is not my God, and Trump is not my devil. I like some of the things that Trump is doing. Some things I don't agree with.
That lady's smart.
Now, one thing that I'm coming to a conclusion about is that I think Trump is in place, and I don't know if the Black community will accept this, but I do believe that Trump is in place for Black people to start believing in themselves and doing for themselves. Quit relying on others to save you, and know that you have the power within yourself to save yourself. Black people and white people, please love yourself, and please know and believe that you have what it takes to be your best self. Please believe that. That is all I have to say.
Thank
I love you all.
We love you
Have a
too,
good
sister.
day.
You
Have a
too.
blessed one.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. And
lady
you know
smart.
what? She has a show coming soon, the 810.
That lady is smart.
She said the same thing that Minister Troy Muhammad said when he came up here. He said, ain't no man about to drop out the sky on a white horse and save y'all. Now, how do you wake
God
up
is God
people?
all by himself. That lady is brilliant. What happened is this. People finna die. Really, literally, not figurative, they finna die. God always use whatever he want to. This is not no Channel 12, Fox 66. This is a podcast we on. I can tell you one thing. Spiritually, because this is a spiritual warfare. Notice the spiritual, the prayers. This is a spiritual warfare.
Right.
They have to be discerned spiritually. This is not a carnal warfare. Now watch this. Go out there and crank your car with all positive. Both cables on the positive side. Is it going to run?
Nope.
It ain't going to crank. Put a brand new battery in there. It ain't going to crank.
Right.
That's why it ain't cranking here. They've got all we got all our everybody on here, let's say every Democrat is 100% right. We're all on the positive side. All black folks, we on this positive. You're right. But we got a negative side.
Right.
Now what happens if you take one of them off and put it on the negative?
You're going to get a little juice.
Right. They comfortable. They got to get uncomfortable. In other words, Trump is the uncomfortable one. It takes Negroes to get off this positive, put some over here, it's going to wake them up. And that's what's starting to happen because God uses whoever he want to, not who we want to.
Mickey, what did Martin Luther King say at his last speech? I'm afraid.
That he how did he go? He said, "I'm afraid I didn't something about and concluding my people into a burning house." I'm not saying it verbatim. Integrated to a burning house.
That's right. We comfortable. They ain't doing nothing for us. They ain't got to do nothing for us, so let them die. We got them. That don't mean be no Republican. Don't misconstrue this as spiritual warfare.
I don't know how the mayor or any of these elected politicians can walk door to door and knock on people's houses and ask for a vote, and they roof about the cave in.
Listen.
Neely would go to this one particular house every time he get ready to run and ask to put a sign in the yard and know a roof is needed.
A lie is believable. The reason, the motivation, like Sister Taliba just said, is the money. The love of money. Mm-hmm. People go to work not because they love God, love whatever, Allah, love whatever, Yeshua. They go because they want that money.
That's it.
They're going for money.
That's it.
So as long as he can get the money, he's satisfied. But then the results show who Maurice really is.
Right.
If I am who I say I am, I'm going to show you the results. Over on dating, I'm going to show you the results. If I am who I shouldn't, okay, now after I get off here, I'm going to wait on, what time the bus run? I got to catch the bus to get home. I need to work on some things.
Right.
And I got to work on my own house before I work on yours. Now, I say that to say this. It's time for a shakeup in the poor black community with an S, communities. Oh, go ahead, Winter.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Got our last caller of the day. Good morning, sir. Where you calling from and what's your name?
Whatever, y'all. This is no doubt.
We can't really hear you. We hear some.
I'm sorry. What's up, y'all? This is No Name. How everybody doing? Mr. Davis.
Oh, the pastor.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, how you doing?
So let me answer Taliba's question to the best of my ability. There is a protocol to everything in life, right? So any pastor that is not doing the will of the Lord, first of all, that is a consciousness that they are not in. We have a lot of people that are in the church, that are in the pulpits, that are not what I call, they do not have what's called a Christocentric mentality. That's a Christ-centered mentality. So when you look at people that they get up and pray at these council meetings and they're not doing anything to help the residents or the poor, that's indicative of how much they really love God. Jesus said, the poor you will have with you always.
Right.
Meaning that Jesus understood that the socioeconomical climate was never meant to change. But there were people that had his revelation and a heart of his love
to be put in places to help it. You may not eradicate it, but you're put there to help it. So Jesus said, those that give to the poor, lend to the Lord. So when you see $90-some million in ARPA come and the poor does not get it, you're not lending to the Lord. When you are in a council seat, God has literally strategically put you in a place to be the hands and feet of Jesus. And when you refuse to do that, you probably might want to stop praying to that God because you're not doing his will. You're not doing what he blessed you and gave you the enablement and the embodiment to disseminate his heart and his mind through resources. So there is a penalty to that, and the penalty is called salvation. You need to check out your own salvation, because anytime you love God truly with your whole heart, you're going to do everything that God is telling you to do. And so, Mr. Davis, I say to you, sir, I pray for your protection. I really do, because telling the truth is dangerous.
Sure is.
Yes.
It's dangerous, and so I pray for your protection, and I really pray that we be more discerning. And the reality is, and people can hate Trump, they can hate Kamala. The reality is, what we're learning in this season is that there is no other help but God. The Bible says that the Lord, that God is a present help in the time of trouble. And so if you're really looking for a politician to help you, good luck. If you're looking for a preacher to help you, good luck. Because your only source is really God. And the reality is, we have to answer Taliba's question, we have to get people who are more Christ conscious. Ooh. When you're Christ conscious, you do things the right way.
Correct.
Listen, I'm sorry if I took a lot of time, but I just wanted to answer the question.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love you too. Thank you.
Doing God's will. Doing God's will. And it's not fun because you're out here by yourself.
Yeah. We I love our bump people, our A10 viewers. We got some very intelligent.
I got a nice crowd.
We got very intelligent people that watches us. Very intelligent. And they come out when they need it. Any last words, sir?
Only thing I could do is just thank you and Mickey for doing the sacrificing of doing this each and every day, 5 days a week, is a job. And it's just sad how people from around the country come in, because we're inside the fire. Mm-hmm. You can't tell how bad it is because you get immune to it. And we're going down fast. And now we're in a season where it's turned the corner. And we ain't got long to be in this city. And at a late age, I oftentimes tell people, it's sad when Granny and them losing their house.
Right.
It's done. It's etched in concrete. It's just waiting on the eviction date. God worked through people, as the pastor stated. To do the will of God is not fun. Hell or high water, do it. Stand. God didn't give you a spirit of fear. How dare you be scared? Me and my God is a majority. I got to see it. I don't know why I see what I see. Any podcast, I see stuff different. And I'm not playing. I can actually cry because people are hurting for real. People don't have nothing with this. Yeah. When you say, I need help, I'm just hypothetically just saying, when people say stuff, I take it to heart because I know how I feel when I know I ain't got nobody to call. Right. That's scary. And now I can't become your God because I'm barely making it myself.
Right.
But if you paying your bills, people want to lean on you like, no. My God and my belief. And we there. Get God-fearing people, because this is a spiritual warfare. That's why you see the Christians coming to the top now, the real ones. And the ones with the titles, them wolves and sheep clothing, they're exposed in the last days. These are the last days. Matthew 24, read it. Romans 1, start the whole chapter. It's a spiritual warfare. And it is that. It's not a carnal warfare. The love of money, Satan time is short. He's showing his hand. Y'all get it the best way you can. I'm getting mine. All nonprofit, you ain't gonna get, but God don't say so. He got help in time of trouble right now in this city. All we have to do is just stay focused, get it done. God tell you what to do in your spirit, do it. And they know it. They know it. Other than that, the mayor will call in. He should call in. His staff, whoever he can say, referring y'all podcast back to him, call in. Right. It's open, y'all. Ain't screen to call.
No, he called in to talk. I invited him on the show.
Yeah. But that's all I had to say to wrap up. bless you and Mickey, because people now, y'all a good portion of their morning, period. I'm telling you.
They
You're
tell
a good
us-
portion
they tell us
of
all
my
the time.
morning. As soon as I get out the car, come out the credit union, I put my earbuds in. And sometimes in the credit, I got my earbuds in. Because, because you never know how people feeling, but I'm tired of, I know now, I had this discussion just Saturday, whatever day that May thing, that's fake. That's fake. And the people in there, guess what? You can feel the spirit. There wasn't no joy. There wasn't no happiness in there. It was because why? I felt you fronting this money, and everybody around, they're around him like he's a great one for money.
That's why.
Everybody on their toes, but I wasn't the one.
That's why Mays sent some wind down and blew that little sign right off that building.
But Winter's first race ain't won by the swift. Those that endure.
That's it.
Times of tribulation shall come. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. Even for the sheep. That's why they call sheep. Some people is a shepherd. Them shepherds, the Lieber and Pastor No Name, they know in a time, this here's a spiritual warfare. It's different. It's different. Churches and claps to it. What? Come out from among them. It didn't mean the club. Unbelievers. You can't have unbelievers leading God's people. But it's time for a change. The wind of change done blew in. Let's get with it. Roll your sleeves up, get to work, and do a godly work. And that's all. I'm done.
All
It's a
right.
godly work.
And there it is.
Mixter, what you got?
Peace and hair grease, family. Just some news you might can use.
I think today was a very, very great, empowering show. I thank you once again for being a part of the
I
Gump
thank
Club.
y'all.
I look forward to Thursdays. And I thank all of our viewers for continuing to listen to us and donate in whatever way, prayers, financially, whatever you do, we appreciate that.
Let's organize and get her out of there. That'll be the first stop.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna take the recall to the clerk.
You heard it here
I'm gonna
first.
take the recall to the clerk.
Right.
And then we'll worry about even if we do it right now or 2025, but we got to have a process of keeping people houses. I wish Tanya and them would start now. Every week, if you don't have the votes, tell them, get their attention. Hey, I like to put an amendment that you can put the residents on the agenda. Put the community on the agenda. That's all we ask. Let them deny it. It's a reason.
Miss Claire McClinton came every week. She don't even show up no more.
People they and hopefully they in good health.
Right.
Cause people now getting sick.
They are very sick. One of our 810 viewers, Miss Teresa Nestor, she wrote a long post, and I knew she had been sick. Cancer and came back again 3 days.
Oh Lord.
Again and
Oh,
again.
Lord.
This has been going on. This water is killing us.
We are brothers and sisters keeper, and I could shed tears because it's real now. It's real, and we all we got, and fighting amongst each other.
Yes, sir. All right.
I thank y'all.
Thank you. And that's all. We will see you tomorrow. $5 Friday. Go get your dollar bills ready.
Facts. Peace, family.